Over 1 million views and $11,000 in YouTube monetization on accident. I didn't post for 3 years, I didn't promote, so I'm gonna break it all down for you. A personal case study, if you will. Clearly this is not another one of those videos where I'm gonna hold out telling you how much I made with 1 million views on YouTube. It's not a long-winded story about me and my channel. This is truly meant to be a video to analyze how I achieved this, because I was curious myself to find out. Once I achieved these numbers, I took a look back at what actually set me up for the success so that I can try it again and so that I can share the insights with you to take advantage of too. Hey, I'm Katherine Forbes. I'd say welcome back to my channel, but this is my first video in over 3 years, so this time I'm just gonna say hi. I am a website designer and educator in the music industry. I'm here to share my knowledge with you so that we can all grow online and in our careers together. Do you ever feel like you try so hard to do all the right things as far as SEO best practices go and your content just doesn't take off? Because that's how I was feeling about this YouTube channel until I made a mistake that actually allowed me to hit those exciting numbers. Except while exciting, like I said, it was an accident. I had been trying to post videos about the music business and my Squarespace web design work, and then I uploaded a video just for fun because I needed somewhere to host it, and it took off on its own. You see, I painted my kitchen tile floor one weekend. I edited the video clips into what I felt was like a silly video just because I was bored the next weekend. Uploaded it here on my YouTube channel. I shared it on my personal Facebook and Instagram just for family and friends to see. And then all of a sudden, my channel hits 1,000 subscribers. My channel then gets monetized. So I made another similar video painting a friend's bathroom tile floor because I wanted to see if I could replicate the numbers. And then that went viral too. Oops. So let's break down, what did I do? Well, I went radio silent here for like 3.5 years, obviously. I came up with some other like floor paint related video ideas that I could make to continue the wave, but honestly it wasn't a wave I wanted to be known for, so I just did nothing. So instead, in the background, I've been studying YouTube and SEO like no other. I've been trying to reverse engineer why this happened. Like, why couldn't this have happened to content I wanted to take off? Like, why did it have to happen to my, like, silly weekend house project video? Well, the results are in, and they've honestly been confusing to me for a while. So much of SEO, in my opinion, is black and white. Either you have a site description or you don't. You have a page description or not. It's the appropriate character length or it's not. You have a header 1, that's the correct amount of characters, or you don't. So again, why did my video that I put no SEO thought process into become the one that took off? Let's break it down. And let's answer, like, can we replicate these results? I guess we'll find out. I've broken down the success of these videos into 9 reasons why I think they took off. And assuming these are correct, and if we apply as much of these like rules into our future content, although maybe not every topic is like viral worthy, if we keep these things in mind, this should allow our content to perform well. So let's find out. I have my list of my 9 reasons here, so let's dive in. The reason number 1 is SEO Basics. I kind of already talked about this, but for YouTube, this means you have an optimized title, description, tags, and even captions on your videos to let YouTube and search know what your video is about so that it can serve it up appropriately in search results. Reason number 2 is search intent, and I have a definition written out here of what search intent is, or maybe you might refer to it as user intent. But it refers to the primary goal or purpose behind a user's search query. It's what the user is looking to accomplish when they type something into a search engine. So even though I wasn't trying to rank or go viral with my floor paint videos, Because I used floor paint in the title, the description, the tags, and I said it in the video over and over, it was very obvious what my video was about. Google knew how to serve it up in search, like I mentioned in the SEO Basics reason number 1, but it satisfied the user intent or the search intent. If somebody is looking up floor paint, then my video, it met all the requirements of their search intent. It showed them how to paint their floors. It gave them a review of the product. They got to see what it looked like. They got to see the transformation of me using floor paint. So it satisfied a bunch of search intent. Search engines are getting much smarter and they can actually figure out what the search intent is. So just keyword stuffing is not going to help. They want to be able to satisfy people's searches with something that fulfills what they're looking for. Something else I have written down is ChatGPT says, in 2024, mastering search intent is essential for effective SEO. As search engines become better at understanding user intent, content that aligns with and fulfills that intent will outperform content that focuses solely on keyword optimization. By prioritizing search intent in your SEO strategy, you ensure that your content not only ranks well, but also provides real value to users, leading to better engagement and higher conversion rates. So when you're thinking about search intent for your future content, think about the person that you're creating it for, and if you are answering their questions and fulfilling on what they are searching for. Reason number 3 is keyword competition. So I actually got my hands on some floor paint when the product was still very new. So there wasn't a lot of people even using the product, much less creating a YouTube video about it. So the competition for floor paint was very low because there weren't many videos out there. Now this isn't going to be easy for just any and every topic that you want to create a video about, but knowing what your competition is and what videos they're putting out is going to be very helpful. So if you want to make a video on something, my recommendation would be to go look that keyword up, search for it in YouTube, and watch the top ranking videos so that you know what's out there and what you are up against. Reason number 4 is viewer retention. Because I was doing a transformation of going from cleaning my floors to painting them to showing the final product, I got very good viewer retention on those videos because people wanted to see not only the process, but definitely the end result. So when you are crafting your content moving forward, think about retention. You want to keep viewers for the long haul. And when you do that, YouTube will recognize that you're keeping your viewers on for a long amount of time. And they will be more likely to show your video in search results because they want people to stay on their platform longer. Reason number 5 is the longevity of the content. The floor paint still exists. It will probably exist forever. So people are going to want to know, how do I paint my floors? What's it going to look like? What's the upkeep look like? How do I answer all these questions about floor paint? So the longevity of that topic in that video, it's in it for the long run. Again, think about that for your future content. How can you not just hop on trends, but create content for the long run? Reason number 6, I believe, is because I was not being salesy. I was not trying to sell the product. I don't get affiliate commission. I get nothing other than YouTube AdSense from that video. So it was really just an honest look at me painting my tile floors. I was not selling anything, no upsell on anything, just an honest look at somebody taking a risk in painting her floors. There's so much content out there these days and we are constantly being sold to online. Keep that in mind when creating content. I think even if you are trying to sell, being at least salesy as possible is going to go a long way. Reason number 7 is timing, and this actually kind of ties into, what number was it? Number 3, the keyword competition, where I mentioned that I jumped on this early. I was one of the first people to make a video on YouTube about painting your floor. While you can't necessarily predict what's going to take off, if you have a new product or service that you're using that you're really passionate about, that is new to the market and you want people to know about it, that's something that you could share about and create content about. Reason number 8 why I think this content took off is because of the platform that I put it on. I could have just put this video on my personal Facebook page and it would have gotten some views from my friends and family and then probably died. But because I put it on YouTube, which is the #2 search engine after Google, in my opinion it's the same thing, but because it's the #2 search engine, it has the ability to live on and to get seen by so many more people than just my own Facebook and Instagram friends. So know that when you share here on YouTube and you prioritize making content for this platform, that it has the power to reach so many people. And last but not least, reason number 9, when I created the second and third, and maybe I have 3 or 4 floor paint videos on this channel, the reason it worked is because my channel was already recognized for the keyword floor paint, which is also why I went radio silent, because I didn't want to keep creating floor paint videos. But once your channel is recognized for something, you have an easier ability to get more views on similar content to that as you move forward. In order to figure out what this might look like for you, if you aren't already just diving deep into the analytics of YouTube Studio, I highly recommend that you do that. You can look at the analytics of each individual video. You can look at the analytics of your overall channel as a whole, and it will even tell you what keywords that it thinks that you are a good channel for. You can also, if you have a website, look at Google Analytics, or if you're on Squarespace or another platform that has built-in analytics, check those out. Connect to Google Search Console. See what keywords are bringing people to your website and what content is already doing well for you, and create more of that. A quick rundown of these 9 reasons again. We've got SEO Basics, search intent, keyword competition, viewer retention, longevity of content, not being too salesy, getting in on the timing early of your topics, being on the right platform, and using analytics and doing your own research before creating content. I'm going to read a little clip of what the ChatGPT said about search intent again, because I think that is really the overall most important takeaway that I have, at least from doing all this research, is that in the past, SEO focused heavily on matching keywords exactly. In 2024, the focus has shifted to understanding what the user truly wants to achieve with their search and creating content that fulfills that need. So I guess the moral of the story here, I'm kind of putting this together in real time, is to create content, obviously, that people want to watch and can relate to. Not overly scripted, not salesy, informational, entertaining, and will give them the answers that they are searching for. If you found this video helpful, I truly hope that you will stick around here on my channel as I pivot away from floor paint and into sharing more about growing online. And maybe, because why not, let's take a look at my floors. It's been 5 years. You want to see the floors that I painted? I'll give you a quick look.